So many different kinds of people have been marginalized. And Jesus, by proclaiming the year of the Lord's favor, calls us to take the margins and move them to the center. God's community begins by making a place for the marginalized. That's where it starts. This is what Jesus did.
Remember, no one should be invisible in the beloved community of Christ.
Belonging means that we welcome you into our community with all your quirks, all your warts, all your individual characteristics. And we embrace and celebrate you as an individual. Human beings with cognitive impairments are entitled to the same dignity, respect, and love as every other human being.
Accessibility is being able to get into the building. Diversity is getting invited to the table. Inclusion is having a voice at the table. But belonging is having your voice heard at the table. And justice is being able to do everything others do, even though we might do it a little bit differently. Then why do I push justice so much? Because justice is what love looks like in public. A community of belonging is a sanctuary for our souls, for love, compassion, kindness, and a refuge from the very often too cruel world.
Why am I so timid when it comes to walking out to Jesus? Why does the storm all around us make me doubt sometimes that I am loved? So do you see me here as Peter, shaking wet, dripping water all over the podium? Open and affirming means that no matter who I sit next to in the pew, I know I can ask someone for a hand. And that they might say, "Faint heart, what got into you?" But I'll never be called the devil. And so we're all faint heart, and we're all loved and worthy and enough. And we're all constantly forgetting this.
Merciful God, we come before you today as people who are worried about those who are oppressed, marginalized, and forgotten. Give us the patience to learn that all people have gifts and abilities to share with our community of faith.
Each of us has unique gifts given by the Spirit. And I mean gifts. There is nothing we did to merit these gifts. And those gifts are to be used in divine service for the common good. We are unique individuals, but we only become whole in unity and in Christian community.
All we need to remember is that God is love, and love is what Jesus calls us to. All we need to do is ask ourselves, what would we do if we loved them? And each and every day we get a new opportunity to be God's hands and feet in the world.
And if your doors are open to me, and if my holiness is affirmed by you, and I am someone who is worthy to affirm your holiness when you forget, I desperately want to know.
The Spirit of the Lord has anointed East Granby Congregational to let the oppressed go free, no matter what the nature of that oppression is, which is to say that you have been anointed to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. And this is where God's community begins, enlarges, and spreads. Thank you for going through this process, for challenging yourselves with the very challenge of Jesus' marching orders.